Hi everyone, so this is my first YouTube video, so forgive me if I don't look directly at the camera. I wanted to finally make this video after being encouraged by many people who's posted their video testimony of seeing Jesus in their dreams or having visions of him. And so I've decided I'm going to share my experience with you. I hope you receive this well and something positive comes out of it for you. So I'm just going to get to it. So back in December 1st, 2018, it was roughly around 2:33 in the morning. I was having trouble falling asleep, and I was just tossing and turning all evening with my eyes closed. And at one point, while my eyes were closed, there was this massive bright light in front of me, and it was so bright I had problems just trying to open my eyes just to see what was going on. And once I did come around to opening my eyes wide enough to understand what it was, what I had seen was this. It felt like heaven because it was very light and soft, and everything around me was white. The entire space was white, and it felt like I was just, I don't know, it felt like it was just heaven, like I was on clouds or something. And from a far distance, there was this figure, and this figure was walking towards me, and I started to get a little nervous at that point, but not because I knew who I think it was. I've always been a believer in Jesus and in God, but I was a little nervous that he was coming towards me because I was unprepared. So anyway, this figure started walking closer and closer to me, and I knew it was Jesus. Immediately I knew it was Jesus. Even from a far distance, I knew it was Jesus. And from a distance, his eyes, the shape of his face is very narrow. He's got long brown hair. From what I remember, it was up to around here. It was wavy. His face reminded me of Jesus' shroud. If you've ever seen a picture of that, if not, you may want to Google it, because that's what exactly his face reminded me of. And so he kept walking closer and closer to me. He had his white robe. I don't recall if he had any sash on his waist or anything like that, but I do recall the white robe and his brown hair that went up to here, and his slim, narrow face. He did have a slight grin on his face as he walked closer to me. But after a certain distance, I think it may have been like 50 feet away, where I recall him stopping or something. When he stopped, there was this big, massive white hand. It wasn't even white, it was translucent. It was this translucent, bright, glowing hand that came from my left, and it was a right hand. I'm going to show a description of it, not a full description, but as close as to how I can share it with you, and images that I've found on the internet that I've sort of pieced together so you have an idea what I'm talking about. Anyways, this white, massive, ginormous hand that came from my left, and it was a right hand, and it right hand of a man that looked very, very powerful, and it was glowing, glowing. That reminds me of a halo. That what I recall, what I think a halo would look like: bright, shiny, whitish, yellowish, gold, just sparkling. Anyways, the hand was like that, and at that point, I didn't know what to do. I stood there because I think everything was just so unexpected. But so my dream didn't last long, but it made such a big impact, because ever since then I've not stopped thinking about this dream. I think about it a lot, and when I do think about it, it brings tears to my eyes. But I feel much closer to God. I I think another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know that Jesus does exist. He is real, and he is coming back for us soon. Um, and so I think everyone should be ready and be prepared. So that's my experience, and I hope you find this very useful, and it serves you well. Good night.